Hello, hello. I am so excited today about our topic. I'm going to start a series about belonging. And belonging is a very private and almost primordial subject. It's very primitive, it's very deep, and yet it's not talked about in a heartfelt way with most of us, with each other, with intimate people. It's something we can keep secret. I'm going to talk about it in different ways. And the first way is going to be the way most of us think about belonging. We think about it from the viewpoint that a group or other people have the power to allow us that feeling of belonging, right? Don't you think of it that way? You'd like to belong to this group. You feel like you don't belong to another group and you would like to. That's almost the only definition that I hear of. Now, Brené Brown, of course, she's so remarkable. And she speaks of belonging to yourself. And I'm not sure anybody knows what that really means. And that's what I'm going to explore in the next. I think I'm going to wait till the next video to go into that, but I never know exactly what I'm going to say. So in a recent video, we talked about what is your viewpoint? Where is your viewing point? Is it from inside yourself? And that's the way most of us think. We think from a separate self out into the world. And if that is not the spiritual reality, are there two realities? Is there the reality of the world that we play in, where I'm Rosalind and you're so-and-so, and we're separate? We play in that world. We do. We pay for something. We pay for services. We receive, we get, we exchange. Groups of people have the ability to allow you to join, or it seems that way. Yes, they can say, no, you're not in this fraternity, or no, you can't join this group because we're full, or whatever. But I'm not talking about that so much as the inner experience of belonging. So I want to stay with, if I'm joining your belief, and I'm guessing you have it, that groups of people have the power to make you feel welcome, loved, accepted, part of the group. I would like you to take a place where you don't feel so completely welcome. Maybe you're kind of welcome because you're there, but you would like more. I would really like you to examine. Now, if you're a member, let's say, of a church or a golf club or a group of interest, maybe an Enneagram group or a non-duality group, and you're a heavy participator. You speak a lot, you if they ask for a leader, you step up. If the leader asks for participation, you participate. I'm guessing that if you participate a lot, you feel more like you belong. Let's go to the opposite. What if I'm just going to click on something and see if it's bigger. It's not bigger. All right. What if you don't participate as much? What if you hold back? You're waiting for more of an invitation. You're waiting to be called on. You're waiting for your thoughts to be asked. You're waiting to be invited to do something. I'm guessing that you may be feeling less welcome. Now, you might say, well, I don't do that because I don't feel welcome, and that's why I don't participate. So, which came first? I can't prove it to you. I can ask you to do an experiment. And see if you're willing to participate anyway. What if you didn't have that imagined fear that you're not welcome, and you didn't give it that power, and you participated because you wish to belong, and you're not going to evaluate how you did? Do you see how evaluating how your status is before you participate might be a reflection of imagined unworthiness? Just consider it. Which came first? You know, the local universe, meaning the world that we play in between people, between separate people. That's the world I'm talking about. It has the ability to mirror what we feel inside. So I think you can imagine that if we go into a room like this, we're either going to be treated a certain way, or that's going to be contagious in the room, because we have the ability only in this world. I don't think we have the ability to control the weather, to control life and death, to control even other people's trajectory of their life, if they're going to be the next president, or if their book is going to be published, or do you see what I'm saying? The big ways. but can they treat us in a reflexive way in the localized interactions? Yeah, I think there is that dynamic. Science says there's no time, there's no such thing as time, but we play in this world like there's time. And if you're late, you find out you're late because we act like there's time. So there are different rules. They call it the matrix for the local world, that has the rules for interaction. I don't know if that fits with the movie, but that's a word that I've heard describing that if you throw a ball up, it comes down, but that doesn't describe the planetary movements and the bigger picture. Do you see what I mean? What I'm trying to say? So I would just like us to open up our minds and not argue, which comes first, but just be open to discovery about belonging. Because in the next video, I'm going to talk about something way further out. I'm going to talk about quantum belonging and how to live from that. That's my next field of writing, because as you know from my book, From Imagined Unworthiness to Freedom, unworthiness has been a topic I've studied since the 80s and lived, letting go of it more and more, all the facets of it, perfectionism, needing to be accepted, needing approval, needing to have the look, to even be acceptable to myself. There's another kind of acceptance, and I want to open the door to that. In a recent video, I asked you, where is your point of viewing? Are you viewing your life from the bigger perspective, from the eternal, from God, whatever your word is, the matrix, the universe, the world's perspective? We're just a little eon, a little something. Or are you always seeing it from your own individual perspective? It changes your experience on this earth. This is not about concepts and theories and something you do when you meditate and then let go of. I am attempting to talk about something that can be life-altering in your experience here and now in your lived daily life. So I'm going to stop right now and let that sink in. Just see if you're willing to be open to more in video number 2 of belonging. Bye for now.